Happiness. What is it exactly? If you Google happiness, you'll find people jumping in various settings. It seems that having a nice sunset in the background helps. Is it what happiness is? Jumping around in nature with the sun behind you? It's easy to be confused about the nature of happiness, because pleasure can often masquerade as happiness. Food, sex, making money, expensive toys and drugs can mimic happiness for a while. Don't be fooled, pleasure is an imposter. Sometimes we think being rich and famous could make us happy. Do you think she was happy?
Do I feel happy in life? Let's see. But I'm not just generally happy. If I'm generally anything, I guess I'm generally miserable.
And these two, divorced after 15 months. Do you think they were happy?
Australia is a wonderful island with a treasure trove of unique plants, animals, and people.
It has to be protected.
When we confuse happiness with being addicted to food, sex, making money and expensive toys, we become the slaves of a chemical in our brain called dopamine. We go up and crash, and up and crash. This is not happiness. Eventually we realize we have nothing and we are alone. This is not what happiness is. Happiness doesn't take you on a roller coaster ride through states of craving and deprivation. Instead, happiness is a stable state, independent of chemicals found in cheese, chocolate, alcohol, or driving a BMW. So, how do we get there to being happy?
The Buddha, the Indian sage whose story inspired one of the world's great religions, Buddhism, the fourth largest religion in the world. Meditating under the Bodhi tree, he attained the supreme wisdom.
The world is filled with pain and sorrow, the Buddha would one day teach. But I have found a serenity, he told his followers, that you can find too.
Buddhism is very interesting in how it teaches us to dissociate happiness from pleasure. But many of us might find that the teachings of Buddhism, while quite remarkable, are not enough anymore to define what happiness is in the 21st century. The absence of suffering doesn't imply happiness, no more than the absence of cold water means the presence of hot water. In our contemporary Western societies, happiness is not defined by just trying to avoid suffering. Today, in the way many countries are structured and organized, people need to find meaning in what they do. In today's world, happiness is built on intellectual satisfaction. Unless you're a narcissist psychopath who only cares about himself, you'll realize eventually that you can only find happiness if you're involved in the well-being of a community.
Food in San Francisco isn't just about expensive eats. It's about food for everyone. And there are some organizations in the city who are doing really good work, making sure that fresh, healthy, organic food is accessible to everyone.
Look at this painting. Even though these people are eating, the smiles on their faces have nothing to do with the food they ate, but with the fact that they are together. This meal is not about food. It's about friends who are together and enjoy each other. There are many ways to be happy while being part of a community. We're all different, so I'm not going to tell you how you should be happy, but here's a shortcut. Find something you love to do. Become good at it. Find a way to thrive through it. Once you've made yourself better doing what you love, see how you could make your community better with it, whether it's your country, your village, your city block, or just a couple of neighbors. So go ahead, be good at something, whether it's a restaurant, a bakery, becoming a scientist, managing retirement funds, building houses. It could just be a hobby, a non-lucrative passion. Go out there and share it. But one thing is clear, if you build a life running after this, you'll find a sure path to misery and illusions.